Sword breakers! Don't believe the hype, or should you?
Well, I think there's caveats here, pros and cons.
Yes, that's what I want to discuss, because I think the assumption that a sword breaker is a guaranteed going to trap your opponent's sword and they can't get it free is overhyped. Maybe it'll work out that we have a sword breaker sent to us by an awesome fan. Like, thank you so much. This is so cool. We can't wait to test it out. And so we're going to find out, but I have a feeling it's going to be much better at controlling an opponent's blade, moving it out of the way,
yes.
Parrying, not trapping.
Yes.
But also, I also think it's going to be based on the type of sword breaker, because I've seen sword breakers that have almost prongs, downwards prongs, that would have a much higher chance of actually trapping a thin blade.
Well, first off, let's just talk about why trapping a blade is just difficult in general. First off, steel is slippery. Even sharp steel, it can be quite slippery. And adding enough torque and pressure onto a blade that your opponent, a fully grown adult male, cannot pull it out
in the middle of combat
is just really difficult.
Parrying and even just manipulating, controlling a bit to push it aside. And that causes the opponent to at least have to deal with it for a couple of seconds.
Milliseconds.
And that can be enough to take your opponent out of the fight completely, because if it gives you an opening for your main weapon, it's a game changer.
The only caveat I would add to this that I'm not aware is how sword breakers go with bigger blades. Because something like a rapier, these are very, relatively speaking, very thin blades, so you can fit most of the blade in there. So it's actually, like, that's legit, man.
Like,
but like,
oh, wow, that's working better than I thought it would. Tyranth is surprised.
Because I'm not really trying, so I'm not sure if I try what it's going to be like. This is a sharp rapier, right? We're just safety first.
That had more grip than I was expecting, though.
That's what she said.
But the other thing is that I do want to say, just as saying, thicker blades.
Yeah, thicker blades I'm interested in.
Let's find out. Maybe we're completely wrong and they are as hyped as they should be.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Shadiversity.
You need to develop a lot of trust with, your co-host. Why are you wearing the mask?
Trust.
Don't you trust me? So, in combat, you would hold it in your offhand.
Well, I'm holding it in my main hand because I'm going to put as much power in as possible.
Alright, so this is just to test grip and release. So I went in, I go into a thrust, careful, slow, and now torque it. You got it, dude. This is trapped. This is actually trapped. Like, that works way more effectively than I thought it would.
Let me try my offhand because that's my main hand. So maybe I'm weaker in the other one.
I'm going to try his strong hand. Parried. Parry, and then you got it. Dude. Holy crap! Sword breakers are friggin' legit. Offhand this time. I reckon I would finger it, and so you come for a thrust, and so the most natural movement is there and down for me. So I go there and down. The more you pull, the tighter the grip becomes. And then I'm just like, ah!
Do that again, because that last bit where it came out was interesting.
So there, and there I got. You're twisting.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
So there,
See, because I'm trying to simulate in combat,
so
I'm actually going to go like this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go,
because if
let me get that.
And then I'll let you kind of grab it. And then when it's grabbed like that, that's good.
Not bad.
But then if I See, no, twisting isn't working on this one. That wasn't getting it free. But speed, I'm going to be going this way. This is okay. This is interesting. Like in the midst of combat,
this is what I'm talking about. Steel is slippery
and it's bouncing a lot.
Yeah.
Like this is much harder to grip.
Like I can parry it.
So you got it then.
That's still very.
I mean, any chance
optimized.
any chance of disabling the opponent's blade though, and you're still parrying. It's still functioning as a parrying device effectively. So going here, and you're just there, you're just there.
See, if like
You're twisting it.
Because I'm trying to catch you and twist.
Yeah, that's the way. See, instead of twisting it that way, you need to angle it sideways.
No, but what I'm trying to do is parry and then
yes,
twist.
that's okay.
But the problem is to do that quickly, I have to go out and then catch it.
You can do it. So I reckon this is a practice thing then. It's difficult, but if you're trained at it, you have a much higher chance of success.
Yeah. Put it in there.
Put it in.
Try and get that out. Just how you would try and get that out.
So now that I know that
I've got your blade here.
the way to get it out, right, is counterintuitive. The inexperienced person would think to pull. The way to get it out is to go forward.
Yeah.
You can, so as soon as you release that torque by going with the, I guess,
the grain.
Go with the grain, you get it out pretty darn quickly. But to the unprepared, that can mess people up.
I like it.
I like it. It's much better than I thought it would be.
I like it because you're going to have it in your offhand.
Yeah.
And you're going to be parrying with it.
And
as a parrying device,
works fine.
It's perfectly fine. And you've even got these notches here, which are even a little bit more, like, let's say, I would say optimized, because you have that chance of catching it.
Yeah.
But even if you don't, it's still pretty good.
Exactly. Like, as a base parrying dagger, it's perfectly functional. And then with the added chance of actually trapping the opponent's sword, holy crap.
Yeah.
These things are legit. I thought like it would be much. I thought in a lot of cases you could just slip it out, but you can actually lock it in only if the pressure's there.
Caveat though, is it just because the blade's so thin and like it's a rapier blade, right? What about something that's a little bit more beefy?
Let's try this with a longsword. We've already mentioned how impressed we were with the Temu like $80 to $90 longsword here. And genuinely, that is true. What we haven't done is open this thing up. See how big the tang is? It held up enough under abusive tests for us to be satisfied that it is a strong enough hilt, though it did bend. With that, we're gonna open it up, but that is the exclusive video for this week. If you wanna see what's inside this thing, what it's made out of, how thick the tang is, sign up and become a supporter. It starts off as just $1 a month, and you do that through Subscribestar, Patreon, or channel memberships, and you get this exclusive video as well as all the weekly exclusive videos we've been making for several months now, and all the exclusive content we've made before then, which is years of content. You get access to it all, and you help support the channel, which if not for our supporters, we wouldn't be able to make the content for you, what you're watching right now. So thank you to everyone who's supporting, and check out this exclusive video because I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued to find out what's inside this thing. This is our workhorse, affordable testing longsword.
What's left of it?
What's left of it, the Temu one. I think we've already got the exclusive video of breaking this open. Yeah. Which we haven't done yet because we're filming it after we do this, but when they come out.
You get the idea.
So the handle might just slip off in this.
Yeah, so hold on, let's, because that's.
I don't know. Like, so I go for the thrust, dude.
That's interesting.
Holy, that, again, it's the pincers.
Do that again. Okay, that's harder, yep. Ooh. Now that's interesting.
Look at that, wow. That
down near the base of the blade is so much easier.
That just like latches on. It digs these little prongs. They're small, right? But they actually kind of dig into the steel, scratch into the steel. These little tiny protrusions, right in the tips, right? And it latches on like steel pincers. So look at this.
Because when we're up near the tip, right? Yeah. It's harder.
But do it. You got it. And like. Unless I know, all right, he's got me, and I do this, it's trapped, it's actually locked.
But if you bring the blade back out, if I bring it over here, sorry, I'm not gonna get you, but if I come down here, there's a lot more beef on it, and I can instantly grab it a lot harder. I feel like the tip is harder, it slips more.
Because it's more flexible?
Yeah, it's more flexible and it's smaller as well. I thought that would be a bit of a detriment, but when I came down here, there's more beef to it.
Let's get a close-up and show everyone what's happening with even a thick blade when this thing traps. And then those prongs just pinch that steel, and look at this. Like, now we pull, that is locked. That has got steel latching.
It's doing that jaw thing, like when it's the way it's leveraged, if you try and pull against it.
It just increases the pressure.
But if you go forward, you release it.
It is a trap where pulling on it to get free makes it lock in even harder. Well, this thing is crazy.
Because I thought it would be fine as like a base parry.
Yeah,
dagger. Like,
same.
sure, yeah. But I'm surprised how good it actually grips on.
That's crazy.
It's great.
Swordbreakers, they are everything they were hyped up to be and maybe more.
The only
Holy.
caveat I would give, which obviously we're not doing
Yeah.
with these swords, is just actually sparring with them. How many, what's
traps.
the rate? Yeah, what's the rate of actually trapping with it rather than just
We might
parrying?
need to test that with a blunt sword. Get the gear on, just try it out. Not in this video, follow-up video. Something that I want to see, right? Like, get up at the tip, right? If you really were determined, and I was just like desperate to get free and I didn't know to go forward, I'm just pulling back, do you reckon you could break the sword? Don't actually
I know,
break it.
I'm just seeing
Yeah.
how far I can
How much
go.
torque you have? What do you think? I think there's enough leverage there that you could at least bend it.
Maybe. Because these are like really good spring steel blades.
They are,
Like,
rapiers are.
Really bending these sorts of things is actually difficult. But I reckon a lower quality one, yeah, there's a chance of it.
Holy crap, Swordbreakers are absolutely legit.
These are cool as.
That's wicked. Almost as legit as rapiers. Like these things combined, that's insane. Because rapiers are one of the most deadly swords ever made. And if you want to see the video where we actually explain how that's the case, we have the video right there.
Oh, interesting, we bent this.
What?
Bent the blade.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look how thick that steel
That's the thing.
is.
Like this
We've
must
taken
be.
out a lot of material and you're really
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. Well, we were testing it properly. Must be just a mild steel.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not because it doesn't have an edge on it. This is
Sorry, video's there. Check it out. You'll enjoy it.
deadliest sword.